I don't really have no introduction or what, but somebody said watch this and tell them if it makes sense. So, what the hell is hoe math? What?
The amount of stuff you can get away with if you're attractive is literally so insane. And everyone talks about women pretty privilege, but no one ever talks about guy pretty privilege.
I always appreciate it when women understand the different ways that they treat different types of men. Guy pretty privilege is another word for hypergamy. So first of all, I'd like to thank her for noticing. And second of all, I have a few stories for you to try to encourage you to maybe move up a few notches if possible. But first, listen to how she understands. It's therapeutic.
I think if the unattractive guys tried to do the things that attractive guys did to girls, they would be called out for harassment.
Yeah, exactly. This girl from an old video said, don't catcall me unless you're attractive.
Damn.
And then she said it was a joke, which means it's kind of true.
Oh, wait. I've always been saying that, bro. Any joke has some form of truth in it, bro. Remember that. All jokes contain true shit. I forgot who said that. I think J. Cole said that. Somebody said that. Any joke that anyone ever has to say has some form of truth to it.
Attractive guy did what unattractive guys did, it would be considered cute.
This is where my stories come in. I did some not very cute things that went over just fine.
I feel like attractive guys have kind of like a act like an asshole card that they could use whenever they want because they have a pretty face. And they have unlimited ways on how to hit on women without being a creep.
Yeah, you can say quite a wide range of things and it will be okay, but only as long as she feels like this about you. This is a drawing of me when I was at my most attractive and a relationship that I had during that time where I did nothing and she did more than she should have. This is a timeline of that relationship. I had a crush on this girl when I was 11.
Okay.
And she pretty much ignored me until after college when I lost weight and got in shape.
Damn.
And she sent me a suggestive message on Facebook where she saw my pictures and we began a certain kind of relationship.
Cut the crap, man. Y'all was smashing. You was eating that cake, boy. Dessert galore. You were the cat whisperer. Come on, bro. Don't even play with us, bro. Just tell the truth. Just say how it is.
And eventually, she let me know that she had been cheating on a different guy with me. And I said, well, that's a bad idea. You should probably either have a boyfriend or have fun, and you should pick one. And so she did. She got rid of him and said, now we can be together. Oh. And I said, well, that's not part of the deal. This guy's just gonna be me later. And she said, oh, darn, and continued seeing me anyway. And also, I had no money, and she had money, so she paid for everything while I continued to see other girls on the side.
Damn.
That's how much difference this can make. If you can cross this line, you're going to experience quite a big power differential.
Unattractive guys have to be more slow about it. They have to be more nonchalant and sneaky about hitting on a girl.
Sneaky, okay. We used to call that getting to know someone. When you're familiar with somebody, it becomes easier to create that bond. And maybe you as an individual can work your way out of it, but you can't have everyone works their way out of it. Because if they did, and everybody became more attractive, women would just reevaluate this into another one of these. There would be 80% of the guys who made it would be reevaluated into the didn't make it zone. And those guys have no choice. They have to get familiar with women first. Otherwise, they just get completely left out. And that's why the world is looking more and more like this. People don't get to know each other anymore.
The threes, the twos, and the ones don't get no love? Hold on, I'm just keep playing it.
And if you try, women will call it sneaky. That's the one thing she said that I didn't like.
They also can't be arrogant and rude, where a lot of attractive guys get away with being rude.
That's me. I used to be rude. I was so bitter after I found out the difference between how people treat you when you move from here to here that I actually made a game out of what is the rudest thing that I can say to someone who I know already likes me before she doesn't like me anymore, and I never found it. I wrote a few of them down, but...
Bruh, see you holding stuff back, bruh. You holding back information. Matter of fact, if you watching this, what's the rudest thing you could possibly say to somebody and them being okay with it? Like, what's the rudest possible thing that you can say to the opposite sex or whoever you're interested in? I'm curious. I'm curious about it. I want to know.
I don't feel safe showing you. I played other games too. I once met a girl on the computer. I went to her place 3 times without ever telling her my name. And then on my way out the door, the 3rd time, I said, "Are you gonna ever ask me my name or what?" And she said, "I didn't want to offend you." Like I was gonna say, "Whoa, you're moving a little fast, aren't we?" No, I'm not encouraging any of this behavior.
Hold on. This boy did a lot of drawing for this video. Respect.
This is degenerate. The only reason I did it is because I was bitter, because I couldn't be liked without being likable. I didn't want to put in the work to get out of this area, and when I finally did, I still felt like this on the inside.
Damn.
And I said, oh, now it's my turn to do this to someone else. And that's
cold. I feel it though, boy. Your physical appearance changed, but your mind didn't evolve with you. Understood. Understood.
not what we need more of. That kind of stuff just goes back into the dating pool and makes everybody more miserable and harder to deal with.
Now, the difference between an attractive guy and an attractive girl is like so different. An attractive girl, sometimes like they don't get guys. They get rejected because people get jealous of them, or they're really intimidated, or they're jealous. And it's just really hard to be an attractive girl. But for an attractive guy, literally it's like living on the red carpet with silver platters of opportunities handed to you constantly.
Well, not job opportunities. This was roughly my attractive era from here to here, and this was my net worth. And then I had nothing, and now I have internet money. But yeah, she's not wrong. This is an easier position in the market than this. It's easier to get what you want. Now, I wish we could get away from this app style of dating and back to the classics, but I don't know how we're gonna do that. This might even get worse. At least people are starting to get it. But for now, if you are not working on yourself, you are potentially giving up a lot of power. Just don't misuse it when you get it, or you'll eventually turn into me, but without the internet money.
Without the internet money. Whole math. Does that make sense? I don't know what I just listened to, bro. That went in this ear and out this one, bro. Understood, though. I understood it, but in and out. I don't know what you want me to say, bro.